everyone, my name is Sakshi Zadekavkar and today I am going to tell you about iterative statements in a Java. So what are the iterative statements in a Java? Iterative statements are the statements which execute some statements for the repeated times or up to the condition up to the given condition is the true till that condition the statements inside the curly braces will going to be executed. The iterative statements are the very much basic building blocks of the any coding or the any programming languages, because almost all codes and the practical uses of the practical applications are based on only that iterative statements in a Java. So mainly there are the three types of the iterative statements in Java. The iterative statements are also called as the loops or the looping statements in a Java. So there are the three types of the iterative statements in a Java. These are the for loop, while loop, and the do while loop. The three are work almost same. In the for loop we have to initialize the variable, then we have to give the condition, then the code inside the block is going to be executed, and then increment and decrement is happen actually. So the all we are suffering from the question that why these iterative statements are important to us. Like for example, take an example that we have to print the same word, that is the hello, for the 10 times. Then we have to write the 10 10 times println statements to execute that hello word, hello, that simple hello word, for the 10 times, right? But till it's okay that we can write the 10 statements easily, 10 println statements easily. But what if we have to print that same the single hello word for the 100 times or the 200 times, then we have to write the 200 or the 300 statements of that println only to print that hello world. So and if we type that println statement for the 200 to 300 times, then our code time complexity and the space complexity are both are going to be increased. So it is not the good practice for any programmer or the any coder. So to make it easy and to decrease the space complexity and time complexity of the program, Java introduces the iterative statements. In a iterative statement, in 3 to 4 lines, our code is going to be executed for the infinite number of the times that we want to run it, or we want to display it, that particular small statement. The second type of the loop is the while loop. In the while loop, firstly initialization is going to be happen, then we have to write the while keyword, and inside the while keyword we have to write the condition in the parenthesis, and then in the curly braces we have to write the code that is going to be executed if that condition inside the while loop is going to be true. And after that curly braces we have to we have to do the increment or the decrement. This is the syntax of the while loop. And then the do while loop. The do while loop is a little bit different from both that for loop and the while loop, because in the do while loop, firstly the execution is going to be happen, then the condition is checked. It means if our condition is false only, but till the one time execution is happen 100% is 100% surely, that if the condition is false, then until so that on if that only the code inside that do while loop is going to be executed for one time surely. And then after the execution, the loop is going to check for the condition, and then condition is false, then loop is going to be break. The looping statements are very much used for the practical applications and the practical programming in a Practical programming in a Java. In a Java, iterative statements makes our work very easy and makes our writing of the code very much easy. It is very easy to understand the loops or the looping statements in a Java. Also, the practical example of the looping statement is that the if we want to that if that like take an example of our any music app, like the Spotify. In the Spotify, if we want to play the one song for the repeated time for the 10 times, then we click on that loop button, which is of the 3 5 10. That already the hard coded value is given to us. That if we click on that, then the then it means we start the loop, then that particular song is playing for the repeatedly for the 3 times or the 10 times. That how much for how much time we said that loop. It is nothing but the looping, and that the same looping is we are going in our programming languages to make our codes reliability and the flexibility, and the code writing is very easy, very much easy. The iterative statements are one of the part of the control statements in a Java. The control statements are mainly of the two type. One is the conditional statements, and the other one is the iterative statement. The conditional statements are we already seen in our previous video, and today we take the iterative statements. The syntax of the iterative statement is very much easy, and only three types of the iterative statements are available in a Java. The iterative statements are also known as the looping statements in a Java. Mm, Looping statements in a Java, like the for loop, while loop, and the do while loop. In further programming, like in an array string, we are only using the looping statements for filling out that array or the string, or the for taking the elements from that array or the string. The looping statement helps us for being us a as a great programmer or the great coder. It is it is very much easy. Very much easy to use the loop in our programming languages. So we must have to practice the this is the because this is a very much basic building block of any coding or the further coding. So thank you.